Dear Carrie, hi.
Hi.
We are at Whipsnade Zoo because for my 30th birthday, my lovely in-laws got me a stay overnight. Now, just to let you know, I'm a little bit scared of lions and big cats in general, so I'm a little bit worried about it. I mean, I find them fascinating and lovely, but I am genuinely, I've discovered, a little bit scared of lions and big cats. So thanks, in-laws.
This is their way of getting rid of you.
We're both, I should explain, we're both wearing waterproof jackets. We're going for the whole safari experience.
And you still got the tissue.
Oh, I've still got the tissue in my jacket.
Oh, honey, that's really embarrassing. I really hope people saw that.
Anyway, we're running late, so
yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing?
So we've got to go.
Bye.
Bye. We are sleeping in the zoo.
True story.
I have had some nightmares about this.
This whole thing.
This whole thing. And a lion in my nightmares gets in and eats us both. And in my dream last night you got under the bed, but having seen, and you're not actually going to fit under this bed. So
What are you saying about me? But the best thing about it is that we've got our own beds.
we have our own beds. This is my bed. We're sleeping in separate beds tonight.
Which is quite nice.
And we're buzzless as well. He's too young for this experience. And so normally, you know, when parents have romantic nights away from their kids,
they sleep in the same bed.
They sleep in the same bed. Well, we're taking this opportunity to sleep in separate beds.
And actually sleep.
Have a night away from Buzz and each other.
I'm looking forward to it.
So I'm not sure what I'm more excited about. I've got some secret snacks in my bag that I brought along.
What are they though, Tom? Come on.
I brought along some orange and almond chocolate.
What?
Mm.
Where from?
I found it in the cupboard
Where from?
before we left.
Where from? I was
Where
expecting you to say like a bounce bar or something.
I've got bounce balls and I've got nice healthy stuff, but I also...
Orange and what chocolate?
Orange and almond. Mm.
What kind?
Orange and almond Lindt dark chocolate.
Is it in the same bar or is it two separate bars?
No, one bar. Orange and almond.
We are going to have such a good night.
Yes. No, this is this bed. What did you bring for your bed?
Nothing.
We're walking through the zoo at night with torches. Okay, so we're now back in Penguin Lodge. It is 20 past 10. Oh, I've got a runny nose. We've been out in torchlight with torches. My nose is running. I've got a really runny nose. It's pretty cold for August, for an August evening. It's raining. We've been out with torches. Walking through Whipsnade now that everyone's gone at night time and seeing the animals, seeing what they get up to at night, which is actually really fun. Like seeing the lions at night, like what they do when everyone's gone home. And actually, to be honest, they pretty much just do exactly the same thing they do in the daytime, but it's just it gives you another sense of adventure seeing them in torchlight. And I'm genuinely scared of lions. I'm scared of big cats.
So bananas and big cats.
I'm not scared of bananas. I've never been scared of bananas.
So you just don't like them?
Just don't like them.
Okay.
Interesting fact, there are 2 big ponds on the site, and they were actually craters from bombs that fell on Whipsnade in World War II. And they decided to fill them with water and make them part of the thing. I found that really interesting.
You really did?
Yeah, I filmed a bit. They look like this.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, I found that really interesting. No animals were harmed when those bombs fell. So I found that an interesting fact. What else did I find out an interesting fact today? I found out that...
I didn't know tigers were so tall.
Tigers are really tall. Wolves can smell tooth decay up to 2 miles.
Mooses lose their antlers.
Mooses...
The big moose.
Yeah, they lose
drop
their antlers
every year. And they grow back bigger and stronger.
I also learnt that a rhino, the white rhino, isn't white, and it was just a mistranslation, and that it should have been a wide rhino because they have wide mouths. So they're just silly humans. A group of rhinos is called a crash, which is really cool. I like that a lot. The giraffes. A group of giraffes is called a tower. Is that right?
Yeah. I'm sure that is right.
I'm not as keen on that. I learnt a lot. Basically, I've learnt it's been an educational trip. Oh, and we're sleeping right next to reindeers. That's really cool. Although I haven't seen any because they're all inside. But I'm looking forward to seeing the reindeers tomorrow morning.
Are you going to whisper to them what you want for Christmas?
Yeah.
Or whisper a message for Santa?
I am. I'm going to whisper to them what I want. I don't have to write a letter to Santa. I'll probably write a letter to Santa anyway.
Yeah, you should do.
Probably should. Maybe I'll just say hello to Santa.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go brush my teeth. Night, everyone. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
We've just woken up in the zoo. It's 7:15ish.
We forgot deodorant.
We've got deodorant, so we smell. Right, our stay at Whipsnade is done. We're going home. Going to see Buzz. I think it's really interesting seeing animals, obviously in a zoo where they're in captivity, and then hearing the stories of why they're here and the work that, because obviously there's, you know, lots of issues about animals that are kept in captivity versus them being in the wild, but it's interesting to hear about the kind of work that people like the zoo here, ZSL, that they do in other countries to stop poaching, and that there are specific breeding programs for these animals. So it's interesting to hear about poaching and the work that they do in other countries to try and prevent that. And obviously that's a topic that has been in the press a lot lately with old Cecil the lion, which is awful. So anyways, it's interesting to hear those stories and hear about how actually places like this, although you're seeing animals not in their natural environment, they're here for a good reason, and the work that they're doing here and is helping these animals stay alive in the wild and not go extinct because of us silly, pesky humans.
Yeah.
So that was very reassuring. Thank you for watching. See you next week. You've been you, we've been these people. Bye!
Bye! We're trying to leave.
Okay guys, get out the way. It's a traffic jam. This is a Whipsnade traffic jam. Excuse me.